Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shakil Mansha and you are watching English with Shakil Mansha. Today's lecture is about transitive versus intransitive verb. In the previous video, we discussed about predicate. Actually, we were talking about types of predicate, and I made one thing very clear in the last video, that predicate is another name of verb. If you are confused with this term, don't be confused. Predicate is another name of verb. So we all know a sentence must have at least a verb to make a sentence completed in its sense. A sentence cannot be made without a verb. There are some types of verb. The first one is called transitive verb and the second one is called intransitive verb. Okay, what is transitive verb? Transitive verb is a kind of verb that needs an object. And when we talk about object, another question arises: what is object? What is object? Make one thing very clear: anything, it can be a thing, it can be a person, even it can be a animal or animals. Anything or any person that receives the action of the verb is called an object. We say if the action of the verb passes from its verb towards object, or we can also say if an object receives the action of a verb, that thing or that person is called an object. Look at some of the examples. I say, I met Ali. Okay, now look here. The action of the meeting is passing from this verb towards this noun, which is Ali. So we can say any kind of verb which passes its action from itself to the other thing, the one that precedes it, that comes after it, such nouns or such pronouns are called object or objects. And a verb that needs an object to complete its meaning is called a transitive verb. If I stop this sentence here, I met. Now, the very question arises, whom did I meet? So, we must need something here to answer this verb, because the verb passes its action from itself to some other thing. So there must be something that can answer this verb. So that's why we always need a verb. It can be a noun, or it can even be a pronoun, or it can even be a noun phrase. I will share separate videos pertaining to the details of the phrases. For the time being, just keep one thing in mind: more than one word is called phrase. Okay, object can be a noun, object can be a pronoun, it can even be a phrase. That verb which needs a noun or pronoun or a noun phrase to complete its meaning is called a transitive verb. So met here is a transitive verb. Now look at the other example. I say, the boy laughs. The girl weeps, or the sun shines. Now, all of these three sentences contain two things. The first one are the phrases. They are the subject of the sentences. They are all subjects. Like this is a subject in this sentence, and this is again a subject in this sentence. The second thing that this sentence contains is verb. This is also a verb, this is also a verb, and this is also a verb. Now, we can see that all these three sentences are complete in their meaning. This verb laugh doesn't need any other thing to complete its meaning because the action is not passing. The action has been stopped here. That's why the meaning of laugh is complete. Similarly, the meaning of weep is complete because action is not passing to some other thing. The same is the case with shine. Such verbs that do not need any kind of object to complete their meaning because their verb complete their meaning on their own. Such verbs are called intransitive verbs. They are called intransitive verbs. Okay, let's give it a quick review. Transitive verbs are those verbs that need an object to complete its meaning, and intransitive verbs are those verbs that do not need any kind of object to complete their meaning because their meaning are themselves completed by their verbs, by the verbs that are used in a sentence. So this is all about transitive and intransitive verb. Thank you so much.